the transmutation.
It doesn't seem to you that it's a there's not like a time sensitive deal on it. It's a reward that you can select when you desire to select it. But you don't know if you'd be getting new rewards or like how that works. You understand what I'm saying? Like getting new rewards while that reward is pending. All right. The Volgren come based on Calamcy's scouting as a bat are relatively close by. The mine, if you recall, is pretty clear at this point of the gas. What are you guys doing? The fires from the spider dragon are still. Someone had lit this on fire here. And then there were still some flames coming from this room and from this room. Anybody have any wants, desires?
Yeah. I want to rest for a little bit and collect my thoughts.
I believe that I would like to put these fires out, but I have to check to see if I can.
I'll help you out with that.
What is the conjuration? Is that what my thing is,
No.
Mike?
No. Evocation.
Thank you.
And I bet you Mary would be really good at putting it out.
Wasn't someone in the party a transmuter? I remember someone is an enchanter, someone's an evoker.
I think I was the transmuter.
All right.
All I can do is freeze it.
Well, there's other non-magical ways to put fires out.
Is there any water around? Like running
Go ahead.
water or still water or anything like that?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation, Michaela.
Nat
So-
17.
As you think back and look around, there is the bathroom that the investigation of the bat had revealed to be over in this area. And then you would recall seeing a stone back in that room with the little dragon wormlings, the snakes with wings. There was a blue stone near one of the mining exoskeletons that was dripping water.
Can I walk around the corner, go grab, do control water on water and start putting this out over and over again from the bathroom?
Sure. So as you approach the bathroom, it appears that it is safe from dread beasts. And there is a sink, a toilet, and a washroom. The pipes seem to be connected to something bringing in water. If you turn on the faucet, you'd easily be able to control the water, walking it back and forth.
That's what I'm going to do. Just putting it out.
In this room with the fire, what are those little red thingies?
Those are dread beasts that have been burned alive by the spider dragon.
And what are those little thingies in the nest?
In the nest.
That is on the other side of the fire.
Can you highlight it? You talking about here?
Yeah, yes.
Those are dread beast eggs. It appears that the mud nest that the sturges have put around them have protected the eggs from the fire. The sturges are all dead, and the giant centipedes are all dead. But the eggs seem to be... It's kind of hard to tell. They don't look cracked. They might be cooked on the inside, but...
I'm going to ask the group collectively if we should smash these eggs or if we should use them as science, some kind of science thing.
So Mayra spends like the next 10 minutes or so pouring water over and putting them out.
I'll help by molding her. You can also smother a fire just with dirt.
Okay, so about 5 minutes collectively, and you guys are able to put out the fires.
Cool.
So are we stomping these eggs over here? Because, dread beast.
Oh. So I was saying I wanted to uphold my end of the deal with those guys outside.
You want to collect them and let them kill them?
Yeah, so what I was thinking was if we provide them with 5, then they'll be happy with us. They'll be like, "Wow, you did a great job. Now we don't have to commit a crime."
It looks like there's 6 here. If they wanted to take 3 apiece, I'm okay with that. If everybody else is.
I think their quest is for killing 5. Alternatively, if we did collect 10 for them, then they would have to figure out some way to pay us. Maybe by joining our guild or something. I don't know what the requirements are for a guild. Oh, you guys want to talk about that right now?
I would like to. Has anybody come up with any kind of ideas?
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit during this fire, and I was thinking, all of us are already a part of some sort of guild, so maybe we could build as some sort of like secondary guild, where we're not going to prevent people from joining if they're already a part of a guild, but it's not a lot of extra obligation. I'm thinking that the Mad King is wanting us to form a guild specifically for accomplishing whatever his tasks are.
I don't think it would matter if they're in another guild, like a scholars or anything, because those aren't king's guilds. What
Exactly.
he wants is for us to form a king's guild, which Michael explained the difference between the two. So like you can be a part of like the scholars guild and be a part of our guild as a king's guild.
Okay.
Would anybody
it's-
have any preference as to what they wanted to accomplish in this guild, or would that be up to the king?
I feel like it would depend upon what kind of guild we're wanting. If we're wanting to be like an adventuring guild or like all of the different guilds is what we could technically base off of. Like there's like the guard guild, I don't remember what they're called, the Stonewatch, where they guard Warrington, or
Mhm.
the Scholars Guild where they do research. Like it depends upon what we want to do ultimately as a group.
That makes sense to me.
By the way, somebody moved me, but before I move out of that room, I would like to gather those 6 eggs and give them to Red when I met him.
Okay. Appreciate it, guys. Kind of chuckle to myself. We got to protect these from the Volgrid too.
Mm. True,
So
true.
on the King's Edict, the image, the very first step on the mission that you're on, it's asking. It says guild name, and then there's like a blank. There's no other information following that.
It'd be funny to name it Guild, Gild, like gilded things.
Okay.
Guild.
Sounds pretty fun to me.
All of our names have just been funny up until this point, but I get if we wanted to take it more seriously.
So, I was thinking, if it is our guild, we could always have it related in some way to the Quirk Squad. Here you are, Mad King. We're the guys that you like.
We could be the $2 hoods. HORDE.
I had asked ChatGPT to go along the lines of the moral savants from the last campaign, and it came up in Game Channel some ones that I thought were pretty funny.
Ethical entropy. That's funny.
I like that, or the justified means.
I also like the rational deviance.
It is possible, I guess. I don't really know.
To what?
I guess I do know.
What's possible?
What is?
I was gonna say if there's ever a point when, like, I don't want you guys to get paralysis on this. Like, if you guys end up regretting your choice, you could always the guild, whoever is designated as the guild leader, could change the name at some future point.
Is there one that we all like? Everybody put their favorite two of those into chat, and then we can all do the ones that we like the most over all of us. Like two of those four
Yeah.
that are in chat each, and then the common denominator. Those are my two.
Well, there's other like these. That would be an option. I don't know if he's being serious or not, but this could be an option.
Oh, I was joking about the guild.
Oh,
It just
Okay.
the play on words made me laugh when I was thinking up a name.
Bruce Mayer's dark heart and joy. Name it the guild, or I turn into a snake. We are the guild. Snaky S at the
Minimum
end.
of 3.
Put extra S's at the end of the thing we're typing it in.
The rational deviance.
Does anybody else have any name ideas before we put in votes for our top two?
Willow,
No.
do you have any? Mayra?
Nope.
Nope.
You guys aren't too
I
interested
already put
in
in my votes.
I just wanted to make sure because I put a list and I don't want to railroad or take over. So I wanted. So there was more.
No, I thought it
Somebody's
was a
trying
good
to be guild
idea.
leader.
I thought it was a good idea to use the chat GPT and go off of the savants. So
Okay. So far, That's a type. It's a ethical entropy. Lack of order or predictability, gradual decline into disorder. Lordy, help us.
Is that what ethical entropy is?
That's what entropy is, yeah.
I dig it.
Andrew, do you have a preference between the four?
I mean, if we did ethical entropy, we could have a skull as our logo because that's like a bad guy kind of name.
Are we like high key starting to become the Straw Hat Pirates here?
What do you
'Cause
mean?
I feel like it's starting.
Okay, so we have 3 votes. Your vote could make the decision here. Red. We got 3 votes for ethical entropy and 2 votes for the justified means.
I guess I like the justified means more than ethical entropy.
Okay, so you guys want to flip a coin? Because we have 3 votes now for ethical entropy, 3 votes for the justified means.
That'd be fine.
Well,
with
how are
me.
we going to do that? Like, are each one of us going to pick heads or tails, and then you flip a coin, like legitimately?
Yeah, I'll roll a d20.
All of us?
Hey,
Yes.
If it's
a
one.
coin flip's fine.
What?
He's asking you if
Ooh,
you're okay with
they
the
have a
coin flip.
1d2
Yeah.
on the dice roller.
Do they?
Yeah, I
So ones
I
would be
just-
heads, and 2 would be tails.
deleted it. But...
So 1 would be for which one, Michael? Justified means or ethical entropy?
I don't know. You guys choose.
How about ethical entropy since that one was the forerunner, and then
I hear dice
second one-
rolling.
And then 2 would be the justified means.
Yeah, or 0 if it happens to.
I don't see a 1d2.
Yeah, so you go / rolls.
Oh, you're talking about in the.
1d2.
You're not talking about. Okay, I see.
No, I wasn't talking about Talespire. I didn't even look there.
Okay, so ethical entropy 1.
Yeah, and justified
Yep.
means 2.
One.
There we go. It's ethical entropy. So
As
we
we
can put
go,
that
if
in
we
now.
end up finding a different one that we like more, we can always change it.
For sure.
That'd be cool. But what's it called? As you keep using something, it tends to grow on you.
It's true.
As if listening to the conversation as the coin lands on 1, or heads rather. You watch as on the King's Edict in front of you, the guild name is filled out into ethical entropy. It disappears for a second and then reappears, and it says guild leader name, and there's a blank.
No dibs.
Mm-mm. Capping on my capping. Wasn't that
Did you all say
calamity?
no?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll be real with you. Y'all don't want me as your guild leader.
Red's like, that's probably true.
Yeah, it's the discussion's getting even more funny as we keep going. I mean, I would do it, sure.
Caitlin, do you have any desire to be it?
No. If I was forced into it like last time, would I do it?
What do you guys think about that for the logo for our guild?
I don't see it.
Where is
What?
it?
You need
Where'd
to
you put it?
press enter to post it.
It's in Game Channel.
No, it's not. You gotta hit enter.
Sorry.
Oh, that's lovely.
Or Etsy. Did you
Interesting.
type in entropy and that's what it brought up as something that it could be?
I typed in ethical entropy logo, and they brought up a lot of like
Well,
They
if
brought up
Red
like
wants,
the justice of scales. I mean,
Red, do you want to be the leader?
Yeah, sort of, I guess.
It would just feel bad to force somebody into it. Y'all don't want me as the leader. I don't make sound decisions sometimes. So
Man,
Okay,
I
so
appreciate you admitting that. That's nice.
as you guys speak about it, Red, you don't have a last name, right? Your character's just name is Red.
Correct.
Ethical Entropy, Guild Master, Red. It disappears, and then another King's Edict appears, and it says Ethical Entropy, Guild Master, Red. Guild members, and it's blank. And then as it sits there for a second, it lists Clamsy, Heartborn, Mayra. What is your last name?
that's a great question.
Mhm.
Vespera.
Vespira?
Mm-hmm.
Mayra Vespira. Willow.
Dang, with a last
Willow
name like that, I should
Spruce
have known she would have
Azoit
been.
Burnfitlick. You want me to type
She's
it?
the only
Wait, is
one.
in your name?
She's the only one that I don't
Yeah.
feel bad not knowing.
Are you Latina?
All right. As that fills out, the King's Edict disappears, and you guys are left standing in a circle. It doesn't seem like anything new has happened.
Wait, do we still have the edict from before? Because it switched to survive, but do we still have the 10?
Yes, that's still on countdown, and we are now at.
Color's dope.
Got a good amount of hours still, I think.
See,
Yeah,
that's
you
what
do.
kept popping up was the scales of justice.
I kind of like that. Like chains are broken, and then there's like scales of justice that are evened out, and then it has like
The
a
snake
serpent eating its
itself.
own tail.
Yeah, I love that.
That's pretty dope.
That's called an Ouroboros.
And with the chain breaking and everything, I love that.
I just asked ChatGPT to give me a guild banner for.
So let's go free these other people.
Your
These
name
pink
is
Yeah.
people.
Mouthful.
Yeah.
Willow.
I know.
Bruce Azoit. The festive name.
Oh my goodness. I think we should go and free the rest of the Volgren. We
The
do,
pink
we do
people.
need to do that. Because the Volgren were back here.
Oh, also, I didn't notice there was water coming off of one of those gems. That sounds
Me
amazing.
neither.
I think he had told me that I noticed it at some point, but it never occurred to me that it would be useful.
As you walk forward, there's another one here, just past. So the first thing you see as you come up to this area, you see a mining exoskeleton, and with his back to you, there appears to be some small gray creature that is in the cockpit of this thing trying to mess with it, and you hear like, and there's like a shock, and then he turns around, and you see a Volgren with his bat ears, pig nose, and blind eyes. And there's like grease and burn marks on his face. And he's trying to get the exoskeleton started. And as he turns around and with his glazed over eyes looks in your guys' direction, he goes, Warren Walkers!
Volgren.
I smile and wave. And
He's
then I catch
blind,
myself
Red.
and I'm like, hello.
Give me 1 second, guys.